Well, I told you my sister was married to a black person for 15 years.
I'm sorry to hear that. No, I'm saying.
It was a woman, too.
Lesbian.
It was a
Oh,
black lesbian.
oh God.
And she had 4 children. And so my sister was participating in growing those kids, raising them.
Right.
And so I, would go over there all the time. Me and my sister are very close, and I was very close to the family and learned a lot of good cooking tips
Right
there.
on.
And I told you it was just down the street from Pam Greer.
Oh yeah.
And
I remember you saying that.
when we did meet up, we were both famous. She'd be like, "We used to wonder why you guys were in our neighborhood." But yeah, it all turned out well, and all those kids are good. And
Nice.
yeah,
Well, thank you
so
for the
I
sweet
did learn to
potato pie.
cook, but I don't think I cooked it long enough. You have to admit,
Well,
I had to put it back in the oven because it wasn't airy enough.
well, anyone that knows me, they know I love sweet potato pie, and I don't like pumpkin pie at all.
I don't either.
And so, any way that I eat sweet potato, whether it's a pie or candy yams or whatever, I love sweet potato pie.
I do too.
So it was delicious.
Oh, thank
Thank
you very
you.
much.
Really, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I said, I know you're going to say it's good because you're such a nice person. You were going to say it's good no matter what.
No, if it wasn't, I'd tell you. I would say, "Oh, need more sugar" or whatever, right?
Oh, cool. Yeah, I bet you would.
Yeah, but it was really, really good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it really, really was.
Well, I'm happy to have you here today.
I'm going to taste some on my radio show tomorrow.
Okay.
And
I put it back in the oven for an
Right.
extra because when I cut it, it wasn't smooth, clean spatula there. So yeah, you'll take it to your radio show
absolutely.
and
That's amazing.
eat it with the affection that I made it for you with.
I will. Believe me.
Now, you're nothing but a troublemaker, are you?
I when I was growing up, I was a
Uh-huh.
little kid. I used to always question everything.
Uh-huh.
And I remember once one of my aunt she got mad at me because I questioned her on something. And she was like, "Boy," and I was like 7 or 8, maybe 6 years old. She's like, "One day your mouth gonna get you in trouble."
I got that.
And I remember that forever. And now I realize why she said it. But I don't try to do trouble or create trouble. I'm just really being me. I'm just being Jesse and doing what I do. So, but it seemed to bring on trouble sometimes, but I don't try to create trouble. Isn't that amazing?
Well, it seems as if the way I look at my life too, I don't try,
Right.
but it just always happens. And it happens because I can't keep my opinion to myself.
Right.
In the marketplace of opinions, I feel like, hey, nobody's saying what I know
Right.
or about the people I know. So somebody has to. So I guess it's going to be me.
And especially nowadays, people are afraid to tell the truth. They're afraid to be called names. They're afraid of what they might lose or whatever. So far, I don't have that problem. If I lose something, it wasn't meant to be anyway. I really, really, really just love what's right. I just love the truth, and I've been that way all my life too. So
Yeah, me
I just
too.
love the truth.
Me too. Doesn't it make you so happy when you find the truth?
It really does.
Especially if you have to search a long time for it.
Absolutely. I don't think most people don't understand the freedom that comes with truth.
Right.
It really, I was telling my congregation the other day to drop all their morals and values, to drop them, because I realized that the Christians are enslaved by their morals and values. And because they have a bunch of ideas about morals and values, and they judge themselves and other people based on their ideas. But if you got rid of all your ideas about God and about morals and values, then you can be a free person and you can live the way He wants you to live. You will live free. But as long as you have ideas about what's right, what's wrong, what's this and that, you're just living a bunch of ideas, and ideas are not reality.
No, they're not reality.
It's not reality at all.
They're like, we don't even know where they come from,
Right.
do we?
They're out of hell. Really,
I agree.
They're straight out of the imagination, and all thoughts, except practical thoughts, of course. What you want for dinner, you want to build a house, how to work. Well, all thoughts are all lies all the time, and all human beings, until they start to overcome it, they live by their imagination. And God tell us to not to do that. He said, "Your thoughts are not my thoughts. Your ways are not my ways." So bring every thought into captivity. They're all lies. But most people live by that, and they're living hard, messed up lives because of it. What a mess.
What a mess. But what about basic truths? I mean, if we give up, you give up your preconceived thoughts about stuff,
Yeah.
and you're taking your thoughts and your morals from a corrupt foundation or institution that traffics in children.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So I agree with you on that. But what about the basic rights and wrongs? Do we know those?
If we live by our imagination, we don't know it. Because of ourselves, we know nothing, and of ourselves, we can do nothing. So we really don't know what's right. It's all based on what we've been taught or told. But when we get away from the imagination, then we're going to live, we will become what's right, and we will live what's right. Because in order to be right, in order to do right, you got to be right. And so we got to be right first, and then you can't help but do right. But if you're not right, the things you think are right are not right, because it's based on ego. It's not true.
I agree with that. Like, because I always say, we may not win, but we're right.
That's right. Absolutely.
And then it occurred to me along the way, the rocky road I took, that the right idea at the right time with the right people in the right place, it can't be stopped.
That's right. Absolutely. And that's what I love about the truth. It can't be stopped. It cannot be. Truth will always overcome the lie. It will always overcome evil. And I don't want to just jump into it, but the great white hope, Donald Trump, is
and he won. We're so happy, right? Congratulations.
I'm on cloud 9.
I'm on cloud 11.
Dancing on the ceilings.